Podcast ini dibawakan khas untuk anda oleh SPS Realtors.
Untuk khidmat jual beli rumah, sila hubungi mereka di 86888676. Welcome to podcast that's full of law and order. Biarbetolsg. I'm Hyde Banger.
I'm Hada.
I'm Touch.
We remember.
We remember.
We're back with our guest.
Oh, who's that?
Our guest, lawyer.
Same lah.
Oh, you're a lawyer.
Yes.
Lawyer beruk.
Lawyer beruk.
No, buruk. Buruk is Godzilla.
Gorilla.
Ape.
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 So Mumtaz is still with us, thankfully.
Thank you very much.
You still stayed here 3 nights in a row.
Yes.
So in this episode we will be talking about everyday life matters lah. Because sometimes we hear people say that, I don't know lah, I don't know that it was wrong. So when they kena charge or they committed offense, they say I don't know. So what are some of the more most common everyday things that people are unaware that's actually illegal?
Yeah, that.
There's a lot of things. So, okay, like for example, like crossing the road.
Oh,
jaywalking. Yeah, jaywalking is an offense. And then like smoking cigarette in certain places that,
shelter.
you should not be smoking. So there are a lot of things. And then PMDs and then vaping. Vaping is quite a serious thing now.
Especially now, yeah.
Very serious offense. And then there are a lot of offenses. Yeah.
Jaywalking, is it like categorized as is there such a categorization when it comes to offences, minor offence, major offence, like macam you can if sometimes you can just get warning or what.
But actually, talking about jaywalking, I pity my friend in the US. Every day he's committing a crime. His name is Jay-Z lah. The moment he walk, he's criminal.
Oh, really?
The moment he walk,
Jaywalking,
exactly. Tahu what to do?
Yeah.
That's life.
That's life.
You have to change name lah. Maybe Ma'ruf ke
Maybe you should be running all the time.
Oh, yes. Why not? That's a good one.
What was the question?
Is it like usually if you
Is there categories, whether minor offense, major offense? Let's say some things that may
Jaywalking.
affect you, like applying for jobs. Like for example, you jaywalk.
the black record
Good record.
No, jaywalking, I have not seen it come to court actually. Most of the time it's just a warning or a fine, like on the spot. I mean, I've personally witnessed this, where there'll be an officer waiting on the other side. So where people cross over the road where there's a overhead bridge, but you don't use the overhead bridge, you just cross. The officer got fined them lah, like on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
kena $20.
yeah.
Kat Temasek Boli.
Oh,
Yeah.
when was
kena
this?
fine $20
$20 on the spot.
for jaywalking.
Jaywalking lah.
Oi.
Last time my name was Jay-Z.
When was this?
No,
When was this?
No lah, when I was schooling.
Wow. So maybe the
I don't
amount
know,
has
that's why
increased.
the amount, my time was actually $20. That was like, what, more than 20 years back? So now I don't know how much lah.
So how they collect cash?
I forgot. I remember it's on the spot.
The sport.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. So I've not seen any jaywalking coming to court. But feeding the birds and then
Feeding birds is an offense.
Yeah.
Pigeon cannot.
Yeah, cannot.
Oh.
And then this one, I had one case where this uncle was throwing water out of the window.
Wait.
Yeah. So
Offense.
throwing food outside of your window to feed the bird also is an offense.
Oh,
So this
throwing water outside the window also offense.
I don't know what was wrong with that guy. Like, he tried to lie to me as well. He was saying that he was taking the wudu. So I was like, how is that? Why are you washing outside?
Yeah, why say wudu? Say songkran or what?
So these are some of the things maybe unknowingly people doing.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's an offense, illegal.
Yeah, for example, I
Throwing
think he was
water.
charged, other than the jaywalking, something that he's commonly charged, public nudity. That also offense, right?
Yeah, I had one case just finished. This guy, public nudity.
Oh.
But he takes drugs and then he doesn't know what happened. So he appeared nude a few times. I think he got about 2 months or lesser than that jail. He got quite a number of offences. Yeah. So when you are high on drugs, and then most of the time it's you are not in your correct state of mind when you do that kind of thing, unless of course you're a pervert lah. So it's a different thing. So he was naked, and then he started doing sexual acts as well, and then on himself, and then there was so there was also nudity charge lah. So so he was sentenced recently.
Oh.
On the topic of nudity,
So how did he got released? We have the offender right here.
Yeah.
So yes, how do you? What happened? Actually, can you share with us the story? Why did you do such an act?
Freedom of choice.
no, I want to ask a question. Like on the topic of nudity, right? Is it? I heard it's illegal to be naked in your own HDB house? Like,
I mean, it depends. If you open up your window and everything, that's a different thing.
oh, is it?
Yeah, but it's your house. I think it's okay, because usually it's in a public place. That's what the act says. So if it is in your house, but you have opened up the windows for everybody to see, then I think it's more of a flashing.
I think also
incident.
there's also a grey line lah. Like if you open your window accidentally, then it's okay lah. If purposely you wanna,
you open the window and then you open it up.
that one cannot lah.
Danger.
Yeah. Yeah. You have any other questions about law offences? No.
Okay. All right. Can I record someone without their permission? Like if I suspect them doing something wrong or
Like a
what,
criminal activity.
like in public.
Oh, okay. It depends lah. So it depends how you're recording them.
Oh, how?
So for example, filming someone is not an offense, but if you for example, voyeurism is a different thing. So recording upskirt, if it is a sexual content, then it's a different thing lah. And then or you use the video to threaten somebody, maybe you find them with another person and then you threaten them, that becomes another offense. Yeah, so filming is okay.
So the normal one, the people fighting, all that.
That's okay lah.
So still okay.
Unless of course you circulate on internet, then after that you are like trying
Fake
to
news.
humiliate.
That is every day is going on. Mothership, Martian news. So that's what, an offense.
I think as long as it doesn't particularly show someone what, like in a way that you
So
are trying to humiliate them or
the
something.
license number they won't show what?
Tak lah, shows.
What's the number?
No, you're talking about, is it WhatsApp?
What's that?
The one that is circulating.
Wherever online social media, I mean it's now common already. I mean TikTok, so
Even
Instagram,
Malaysia also got
everywhere.
WhatsApp,
So everywhere it's fine as long as not insulting, harassing, that kind of thing is a different thing lah.
Okay.
Can you actually go to jail for just shoplifting like a $2 item?
It depends on your record.
Oh.
So I had a case.
Oh.
That's the one I wrote down just now.
Oh.
So basically, that guy, what happened was, he has multiple antecedents. Antecedents means criminal records. So he had 5 different occasions, 5 or 6. So he went in and out of jail, and then he had corrective training. He had preventive detention. Those are like quite a lengthy sentence where there's no remission period. So you just get locked up inside for like 5 whole years, 6 whole years, that kind of thing. So he had 6 different sentences. So when he came out, most of these guys, they don't know what they're doing, or it's like a habit. So sometimes they don't need it, but they just want to steal. So when they go and steal, so this guy, what he did was he went to steal money from, I think, Sheng Siong supermarket, the lockers, about 300 plus. He stole that. Then he went to a Chinese temple and he stole a perfume bottle. And then there was another one, he stole something else also. So
Perfume bottle from a Chinese temple?
yeah, I mean, they put it as there was some showcase or something. I
Right.
mean, some show thing lah. Yeah, so there was a perfume bottle, opened one, so he took it. So there are incidents where even though this whole total amount doesn't exceed much, the prosecution was asking for about 7 years for him, 7 years imprisonment.
Because he's a repeated.
Yeah, so it depends. So, but actually, he's very lucky because if he had gotten a preventive detention sentence, that's a more serious one. It can go up to 20 years. Yeah, so it depends.
Is there a scenario? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, so whether it's $2 or $200, it depends how many times you have offended. So if for a first offender, it depends. It could be a fine or a short jail term. It depends as well. So for example, if it is shoplifting, it's considered as theft in dwelling. So theft in dwelling, it depends what is the punishment. Yeah, so what is the sentence the prosecution is asking. So the value, if it is just $2, like is it worth punishing someone with a jail term that long or not, unless of course there's a history of records.
What if the history is also all these, small offences, right? Like he probably has been charged like 7 times, but all the 7 times is also just a $2.
So it's only $14 only.
Can
there
you
are
affect?
cases like that. Yeah, so what they will say is that this person has some kind of mental condition.
Lagi teruk.
Yeah.
I forgot what's the word. So basically, he has a stealing
Yeah.
habit.
Habit.
Yeah, so they will refer for other kind of sentences, maybe mandatory treatment order or something like that. So you go and serve your sentence in IMH.
Is there a scenario whereby a crime has been committed? Like for example, theft. In this scenario, he commits a crime. He steals $2. So technically, he then kena caught by police. But is there a scenario whereby let's say the shopkeeper will come and say, never mind lah, I don't want to pursue. Is there a scenario such as that?
I think God lah, yeah. Because the shopkeeper becomes the victim. So if the victim doesn't want to proceed at that point of time, it's okay. So the police will just give him warning and that's it. But if the case has already started and then he doesn't want to come and give evidence and everything, right? Then the police can. It depends what they want to do. They can still proceed regardless for certain cases.
I see. It depends on the crime also lah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Will the police charge the shop owner?
Why?
Because you are encouraging such behaviour. This fella can go to another shop. Okay, let's go to the next segment. We will talk about domestic abuse and family protection. How can someone get legal help if they are being abused?
First thing is you make a police report. Call the police if you're being abused, and then the police will come and then try to see what's the situation and everything, and then they will advise you to apply for a PPO if it is against a family member. So if your family member is abusing you, you should not keep quiet. You should do something about it lah, which is to get help. So if, for example, if it is not a family member, there are also other ways to go about it. You call a protection order. That is for non-family member. So for PPO in the family court, it must be a family member.
Can I get a PPO against my mother? Last time I got caning from my mother.
If it is a disciplinary act under a certain age, right? I think below 7 or something like that. It's still considered okay. It's not PPO.
Yeah, last time I was already 12 lah.
How do you consider it
it's
as a disciplinary act?
Disciplinary
How do you
act.
consider it as a disciplinary act?
The court will look at it. So if, for example, the parent said, no, I only did it as a disciplinary action. So it depends on whether there's injury lah. If the mother whack you until like blue black and there's like blood everywhere, that's a different thing. Then CPS will get involved, Child Protection Services. So that's a different thing. But if, for example, your parent is coming out trying to threaten you, you make any more noise, I'll whack you upside down or something like that, or I'll take the knife or something like that, then that's a different thing lah. You get threatened. So there are a lot of mothers, mostly it's mothers lah. Mothers who take PPO for themselves and the children.
For themselves?
For themselves as well. Yeah. So the wife and the children. Yeah. So it could be where there'll be instances where she feels that the husband's behavior is very harassing or threatening to both the children and herself. She can apply. Yeah. Similarly for guys also lah. For if the guy feel that like a family member is constantly threatening him, but now I think they have amended the law, so it includes what is this, mentally as well, like psychologically.
Yeah. So I just read the news. I think Angelina Jolie filed against Brad Pitt for this.
Recently?
No, long time ago.
Jauh sana cerita. So they so to get the process started, report to the police to get a PPO lah.
Yeah, first thing usually you need a police report
Only a police report.
to back up what you are saying.
I see.
So if you make a police report, it'll be easier for you. So to tell the court that my PPO incident is based on this police report because it's fresh in your head. So it's better to state it in a report.
Okay. I see. Alright.
What if your spouse threatened to take your child away? Like, can you?
Oh, okay. That one doesn't fall under PPO.
Oh, that one doesn't.
Yeah, because PPO is where family violence is likely to be committed or has been committed. For where a spouse is threatening you, I'm going to take my child away, take the children away, you need to go to family court to apply for, what is that? Interim custody, care and control. Or if the Sharia court divorce has already started, you take up the application in Sharia court. So it's basically you don't wait until the final hearing to get a interim order. Interim means like a temporary order. So the child can be either under her or you, the husband or the wife. Yeah.
You went back just now. You mentioned that now it's been extended to emotional abuse also. Is it psychological abuse? So they need to get a psychiatric.
Not necessary. You have to show that you've been mentally tortured lah. Like like how to say, like this person comes to this maybe your outside your gate or loiters around your vicinity every day at a certain point of time, every single day. Like for example at 12 p.m. every single day. So you feel threatened. Like what is the person going to do to you? So that's one of the thing. But of course, it depends what the person is really going to do lah. If it's just his habit, then you can't do anything about it.
We went back to the earlier episode because this just struck me lah. Has there been cases where people filing for divorce because they felt that there's something supernatural reasons? God, huh? Can you share a bit more? Yeah. What kind of examples are there?
Go ahead. There's a lot.
Paranormal or
can be orang buat this kind of thing lah, hantar barang.
Yeah.
God. So basically, where the wife. Why do we have to talk about this? I have to go back home alone. So what happens is that the wife or the husband, I think, practice black magic and everything. So there's even a thing where my former boss told me that the one of the other party has actually put something near our office also, so that we will become blur or something when we go for the case. So the wife tries to scare me one time also. So you don't look at him in his eye. The previous lawyer also, like when they come, they become very blur. They can't talk and everything. I say, that's his problem lah. I believe in Allah. I said I will pray and go inside. I said I'm not scared for all this. Then after that, then that's about it. But then most of the thing is they didn't go into too much of detail, but they would say that he engages in all this kind of black magic stuff. They don't tell exactly what is it. In the previous firm, yes, they did, but they told mostly to the paralegal, so I didn't really get most of the stories.
But that case just now, you look him in his eyes. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
No, I never look at him. I just look at the mediator. I was like, it's okay. Just take what the client says.
Yeah,
so
play safe lah.
In the mediation, so it's like a small room. Mediator was sitting here, and then me. The client, me, and then the other guy, the other person. So there's a like a blockage kind of thing, like a see-through thing. So I'll just look like this at the mediator. So the guy will talk something, but I have looked at him in the eye also, nothing. Like casually, sometimes you just look at him and then talk, right? I'm like, what are you talking? Then after that, I turn back. That's it, finish.
Has there been any other cases? For example, the husband beats up the wife and then say, "It's not me. I don't remember hitting her."
Prima few,
Not really lah. Most of them, they know what they do.
So lah, yeah.
I'm waiting for that kind of.
Don't have. Even in like a criminal case, because why I'm asking you is because
criminal case, yes. So basically, what happened? Criminal cases, that's why I said it's a bit more interesting. So what the guy did was for moneylender offences.
Okay.
So what he did was he said that there were voices whispering in his head telling him to go and do this. So it's his so it's his own
Sound effect.
neighbor.
Mm.
So he went down to go and buy the paint and then throw paint at the house. He said that no, the voices are telling me to do it.
Mm.
But actually, he's trying to say his boss punya voice lah.
Along lah.
Along punya voice lah.
So what happened in such cases? Do they get a psychiatric assessment and all that?
Assessment, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they are referred to IMH.
Mm.
So when you're referred to IMH, IMH in 99% they will say that you are of sound mind. You know, sound mind means you know what you're doing and you are fit to plead guilty. You are fit. You know what you're doing. You understand everything. So it's not as if your mind was affected and it has no connection to the crime.
So they cannot like play the insanity card or something like that lah.
Mm.
Unless they go and get their own private psychiatric report lah, then let the judge decide.
The reason why I'm asking is because we discussed a recent case. Remember the abuse where the former
The
childcare teacher hit the girl, right? And then apparently her friend said that someone actually did some black magic on her lah. So she wasn't aware. So she actually
saw
hit the girl's
water,
leg.
she saw a
puddle of water. So she's trying to kick the puddle of water. So I'm just trying to understand like what would happen in such cases. So they will do a psychiatric
does the
assessment.
Singapore court see this type of thing often, like this paranormal or things that can't be explained kind of things?
Paranormal wise, no, but then they use like psychiatric conditions. So when they say psychiatric conditions, if IMH says you're fine, you're fine.
Okay lah, lighten up the mood sikit lah. Lighten up mood sikit lah. Okay, so we just on the aspect, lighten up the mood. Okay, from the what is the most funniest thing someone has said in court?
A long time ago, this particular judge, there was this guy.
Oh, judge.
Yeah,
Don't judge me, I say.
this client.
Say, I am the law. Judge Red.
This guy who is self-represented in person lah. So what he did was, instead of saying Your Honor, he was like My Lord.
My lord.
That judge is usually a very strict judge. So when he kept saying My Lord, and then she responded back, the judge, stop with your My Lord. I'm not my Lord. I'm not your Lord.
Oh, Malaysia, India lah.
India is like that, right?
India, they use my lord.
Yeah.
In India lah. But this guy was a Chinese guy, I think. I can't remember.
Oh.
Did he win?
I can't remember.
Self-represented.
Then there are also other incidents where judges would scold the person, usually young offenders lah. They'll come to court with like coloured hair or like
Kena scolded for colour hair.
will get scolded. So this was long time ago, 10 years ago. Now I don't really hear it, but the judge would scold them lah.
How they
In a
scold?
very sarcastic manner, but I can't remember. So there was this one particular judge who would give a
Order, oh no.
No. He
Kasi tengok.
yeah.
Bad.
He would give like funny remarks like when are you going for a haircut? Like, your hair looks so bad.
sarcasm lah.
I can see it from here. Like all kind of funny sarcastic. I'll be like laughing away from behind. So okay. But more than judges, I think the funny thing was during one of my case, it was a MOM charge. This guy was caught for having
Employer.
a worker without a valid work pass. Someone working for him. So the Tamil translator was trying to translate certain things into English. So she literally translated it, which was really funny. So so she used like, you know, she was handling the onions. So instead of saying handling, she was saying she was fondling the onion.
Oh, different case.
So Tamil handling is fondling lah.
And that lady, I don't know why she said it, but it was really funny because we all controlled our laughter in front of the judge, but the judge had the most serious face. So it was really funny. There are a lot of other things also, just can't remember.
Okay. Can the public go to the court to see or witness like certain cases in the courtroom?
Oh, can. If it is a open court.
Oh, open court.
Yeah, so open court means that where public gallery is open. So public gallery means like
Open air.
it's closed, all closed court.
Like open car park. Open car park is open no?
Yeah, but this one is closed. So,
Is there a listing we can like a website to go to see today? Like you know,
What case?
like macam like want to book movie like you can see today in court got this case. Can
Yeah,
see.
how to check?
you can see, just Google it lah. Just Google it and then find, maybe if you know what is the person's name, you can check.
What type of cases like will there be in your open court? Okay.
Open court.
Open court. Actually, most cases are open court unless it is sexual offence. Sexual offence where minors are concerned.
Oh, because evidence will be shown.
The victim.
So the public can have access to these public galleries, you say, and can just go in and
Yeah.
Come and
witness
check. Tomorrow you watch.
Yeah, they don't really check whether you have a case or not. So there are people who like, okay, for example, an accused person brings like maybe 6-7 of his family members. They are free to sit there. Like for example, open mention court is court 4A. It's on level 4 lah. 4A, 4B, 7, court 7 and everything. Or even a PG court, plead guilty court. Some courts you can just go and sit in and watch.
Can bring
Interesting.
food, popcorn ke?
Cannot lah. No food and drink allowed.
Oh, okay.
If got also they will sell that lah. Cannot bring your own. Interesting because I always wanted to. I've never go to witness a court hearing, so it'd be kind of interesting to
Commit a crime lah.
see. I want to be part of the audience, not that one. Different story.
Tomorrow you got a case?
Not in the dock.
Tomorrow you got a case?
No, tomorrow don't have.
Don't
but,
have,
this week is actually my a bit relaxed week, but, but unfortunately I have cases fixed up last minute. Not tomorrow, day after, and then
How, you
Thursday,
go ah?
Friday.
No lah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
See how.
Yeah,
Then your
See
free
her
time
in
you can
action.
go and see.
can bring like
No,
banner, free, like macam like
Cannot lah.
Cannot lah.
The police will come and scold.
Oh, yeah.
danger.
The
They will sell the banner to you.
buat merchandise lah.
State court is different. High court is different. There's two different courts.
High court bit higher lah.
High court is where more serious offences.
Oh, serious offences.
So like drug trafficking, you said if it is a certain quantity, it's usually where life imprisonment or what is this
Capital punishment cases.
Yeah, go to high court.
That's why. What
But
are
that
the-
also can view also can got public. Is that what open court?
Open court. Yeah, it depends.
It
Yeah,
depends.
I think it should.
So
be
they have
okay.
open court even in high court.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have.
Oh.
So anybody can sit and watch lah. But unless they say that okay, no, this is going to be a closed court
Close.
event, then you have to go out lah.
Who determined that?
The judge.
The judge.
Eh.
And usually what times are these trying to get a gauge
The open court anytime morning
morning.
until like 12. Usually the most active time if you want to go is about 9:30, 10. You can see a lot of cases. If you want to see a trial,
But most of them will be very fast, right? They just.
that one is mention
Oh.
court. If you want to go for a trial or like PG cases, you must go at about 9:30, 10 also lah. But different court.
So you as a lawyer, you go to court often. Do you like notice or see? You always see like got like a regular person always come to see this open court. Do you ever notice like got like
No.
no?
Public, no. Usually it's the
Unless
family
the
member.
same guy is wearing a wig lah.
Oh, interesting. We should go try one day.
We should.
Should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any case like you want to go to court accidentally? You instead of turn left, you turn right. Go parliament. No. And then the police say, no, wrong. This one wrong. You cannot go. No, I work here.
Okay, another question I want to ask. Have you ever used the term to anybody? I see you in court.
Quite all the time.
All the time. Huh?
No, as in to my
No,
friends
in a way
also.
to like macam no.
aggressively.
Oh.
No lah.
Oh, no lah, relax.
Yeah.
I
No,
see in
because
court.
sometimes I'll be like, okay lah, see you in court later.
Oh.
Then it's more like friends.
Have you tell the judge, don't judge the book by its cover?
I shall try next time.
Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. Alright. If you weren't a lawyer, what would you be doing?
If I were not a lawyer,
Yeah.
Journalist.
maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Quite interesting. I mean, yeah.
I'm a fan. Convey my regards to him.
Sure, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, ask him to do more newspaper, please.
Yeah, we also don't have a read.
From newspaper, he went to Today.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did. Yes, yes, yes.
For a while, then after that he left.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could rewrite one law or legal practice in Singapore, what would it be?
Rewrite.
Rewrite or change or add?
Yeah, I told you the capital punishment for sexual offenders.
Also, not change the.
The law is all fine already, lah. I mean, it's there for a reason. There are, Singapore needs to be protected. The reason why we are almost a crime-free country, even though there are a lot of crimes.
Low crime doesn't mean no crime.
Yeah, I mean, we are safe to walk in the streets and any time of the day because of these laws. So I wouldn't want to change any of that, but I just want to bring into force capital punishment for sexual offenders. Yeah, mostly child sex offenders. Yeah, so that's something that the child should not live with, lah.
What's the punishment? Aku nak check. What's the punishment or penalty for failed suicide or attempt suicide? Means the one that is already
one
going
who's
to
trying to
jump and
commit
then get caught.
Oh, it depends. I think 2 years or something like that. I had
Not
one
IMH.
client- It depends.
Depends.
So I had a client like that. So basically, that one was quite that one came in newspaper. Lesbian attempted murder.
Oh.
So what happened was these two couple, a girl couple lah. So one of the girls tried to stab herself, but the story is that she tried to stab her partner first before stabbing herself. So but her stab wound went a bit too deep and touched the heart, so it became attempted murder. So that one we went to high court and everything, and the girl tried to suicide, right? So tried to kill herself. So that one she was charged as well. So I can't remember that one, she got like 2 years or something, I can't remember. But the attempted murder, she got offer. So she
Got
got
discount.
about 7 years. Yeah.
Oh.
That
So
one is like way in advance before you start trial.
So this couple, do they happen to be Lakshmi and Saroja? Itu cerita tu lah. Dia tak ada. So recently we interviewed this guy. Anyway, never mind, forget it.
Okay, sorry, one more question. I want to ask about like self-defense. How, if let's say a person want to protect himself or herself, and let's say get into a fight, and there's a physical altercation, but they say, so I'm just defending myself. So how does that work in Singapore legal?
For a crime?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like for a crime, or if you see someone trying to attack you and then you punch the person, will you still get charged, or what you did is wrong?
I had one case like that. So this guy was a prison officer. So he's well trained, in martial arts, right?
Ui.
So what happened was, it was under his block. Someone tried to attack him. He tried to defend, but there is the excessive force.
I see.
Yeah, so he did it, even though he was the victim, the prison officer, the force was so excessive that the guy fractured his arm. So, and there were some other things lah. So the AGC decided to charge him for it instead.
Because of excessive force.
Yeah, so he fought his case all the way until the end and everything, but still they charged him, they sentenced him. So his career was gone lah. He's a prison officer, even though he was a prison officer for so many years, that was gone, and then he had to restart his whole life again. That was quite sad lah.
So in other words, if you are trying to defend yourself, or if someone is charging at you, trying to throw a punch at you or with a weapon, then how?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's purely up to the judge and how you present your defense as well, and then what the police investigate and everything. Yeah, and then if there's a CCTV, nowadays there's a lot of CCTV cameras under the blocks. So I think that should save you as well lah. So I mean, of course, we're not saying that if somebody is charging at you with a knife, you should only do something like push him away or something. That's not going to stop him from stabbing you, right? So you should do something that is reasonable. What a reasonable man would have done.
Run.
Going back to myth and misconception, because I watch a lot of TV, but why I don't hear Singapore police saying the same thing as the American police? You have the right to remain silent. Anything?
Yeah.
There's no such law that is applicable here, is it?
They
The Fifth
don't really
Amendment, I think.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
Well, no such thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep quiet in Singapore, the problem is it becomes it can backfire at you. Your chance in like saying why you committed the offense should come right when you are arrested and everything, when you give your statements and everything.
Come cleaner.
Yeah, so if it is not in your statement, it means that I'm not saying that you should admit it in your statement. What I'm saying is that if you have a defense, you should state it in your statement. Because if you don't state it there, it becomes an afterthought. Yeah. So if you say in your statement to say that I only did it out of self-defense, at least it's consistent.
Yeah. Next time you commit crime, just say it's not me.
You also lah.
Okay. So probably a wrap-up question.
Okay.
What's your message to someone listening who's in legal trouble or feels stuck in a bad situation? Any advice to them?
Call me.
Oh.
Tell lah the contact number.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call me. My number is 86061556.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much, Mumtaj, for
Thank you so much.
spending 3 nights with us because this episode will be spread across 3 nights. Yeah. And we appreciate your time and thank you so much. And we hope if you all have any questions, do message her.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright guys, thank you. And hingga kita bertemu lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.